Hey everybody, Melissa Sorrentino here to break down the bullet points about the audition tips, the 5 audition tips that I just shared. I'm going to just go ahead and try to just crank these out before I forget my train of thought. And we're going to start with the number 1 bullet point. So this video is lead with your strongest attribute. Okay. When we audition for something or have anything coming up, we absolutely, it's very normal as human beings, we have a tendency to just like start focusing on what's the problem, because problems, our brain is actually designed to scan for problems. Boop, boop, problem there, problem, need to fix. Our brains are designed to ignore everything that's safe in lieu of trying to find that thing that is a problem, because it's important for us. It's important for our survival. If we were to walk through a meadow of daisies and there is a giant, chasm of fucking that goes down into the center of the earth with hot lava and steam and smoke and shit coming out of it, would not be a really good survival thing if we were designed to just notice all the flowers, fall into the hot lava and burn and die. So that being the case, that is a good thing, but that's not good for like an audition. That is not going to help you. If you walk in, you ignore all the daisies and you're looking for the big giant, fissure in the earth that's going to suck you down to the depths of hell, not really the best way to present yourself when you're trying to get a booking. So when you focus on your best attribute, it gives you confidence, duh. But there's something else that it does. It actually distracts the auditors from looking at the thing that sucks about you, because maybe it actually does suck. So here's an example, okay? And I hope they don't watch it, because I had this audition today, and this is a great example of it, because I actually pulled it off. When I was younger, I couldn't do this shit. So, part of it is just being older and having a little bit more, confidence level for me, and that's why I really want to pass this on, because Lord in heaven, I wish I had these qualities when I was a little bit younger, but here I am, and I have them now, so I want to share. Okay, so I was going to say an example today when I went to this audition. It is an audition for, it's a thing where you have to be able to sing, but you also need to be able, you also need to work with an audience and be interactive, I guess we'll say. So basically, I know that I'm in a little bit shit voice, and I know of the things that I have, I'm not the super strongest singer in the world. I may just be insecure in that. Who knows? We'll check in with me in a year and I'll be like, I'm a fucking diva. What was I thinking back then? But as of right now, snapshot on this moment, Melissa Sorrentino is an above average singer. Let's just say that, So I already know that's the case. I already know I only have 24 hours to prepare for this audition. Not even, actually, 11 hours from the time I heard about it to the time the audition was. So that's not enough time for me to suddenly work on my singing and get really good at singing. That's crazy town. So, and I'm not going to stress myself that way. I go, bookmark, my voice is what it is. So what happened is I didn't get quite as much sleep as I usually do. So I was in even a little bit less voice than when I'm at my best voice. Last night I was in great voice, but this morning I woke up all, all that shit going on. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway. So, but the thing is, I know I'm an improviser. I also know that I'm a people person. So here's what I do, okay? I say the singing, I pick a couple songs, I set them on the countertop, it is what it is. Done. Now, improv. I haven't played, and like I told you guys, I'm rusty. I don't think I've played. I taught a couple classes, but that's not the same as playing. I at least had a little exposure, but even that was still like, more than a week ago now. I haven't played in probably, whatever, I don't know, 2 months, I don't think, 2.5, 3 months. I haven't actually played in an improv, like I haven't even done a class where I was the student in the class in, weeks and weeks. So I'm rusty, is what it is. Can't all of a sudden do like an improv, class or a show between now and the audition. So I am whatever I am today. I know where my improv skills are. Set that aside. So here's what I can focus on. I'm a people person. I am a person who loves people. There are cat people, there are dog people. I'm a people. I mean, I'm more of a people than a lot of people are, Sometimes I have a theory that, cat and dog people are actually a little bit less people because they're kind of like, I'd rather be around an animal that is not, it's just like, it's more preferable to me than human beings because sometimes human beings suck, and I get it. That's true, they do. But I'm weird, and I like them, So as I'm driving to this audition, all I'm thinking is, I do my thing that I usually do, my little self-prayer, and I just go like, hey, let me be whoever I need to be for whoever needs me today. Let me be a light and show joy and happiness and share camaraderie with any human beings that I see today. And that's just what it's going to be. So that carried over to the people in the waiting room. It carried over to the auditors when I got into the audition room. And, it'll probably carry me through the rest of the day, whatever the rest of this day ensues, and I run into people. Now, I say this every morning anyway. So it's legit to me. You see, I didn't have to suddenly come up with that in 11 hours. I took my strongest attribute that is appropriate for this gig and I exaggerated focus. I put the spotlight on that. I let the other two issues kind of fade into the background and I just focused on that. And what happened was, my improv was there for me and my singing was there for me. And I think it's because I didn't get in there and start picking at it. I just was like, I let that go along with the other bullet points of the 5 tips that I'm sharing. And I focused on what works for me, which is that I find joy, I find lightness, I find ease, relaxation, freedom in the interaction with other human beings. And everybody I met today was absolutely delightful, and they did the same for me. And I feel very great about that. Whether the audition goes through or not, leave that to the audition gods. But I had a nice time today, and I did achieve already my personal goal, which was that the people I interacted with, I leave them a little bit better than I find them, and that's what I try to do with my life anyway. So it's easy. So when you find that thing that you would have done anyway, that's the thing out of the list of stuff that you need to take care of. Take care of your business. I did prep my songs. I did have my little pitch pipe. I did, bring my headshot. I did show up on time. I did dress appropriately. I did everything I was supposed to do, but psychologically, I set everything aside and I allowed my focus and attention to go on the thing that I know I'm good at. So if you're a dancer and you just rocked something out this last week and, they're looking for dancer, singer, actor, take your singing, set it aside, take your acting, set it aside, go, I know what I know, check, and focus on, really be but I know I'm going to rock out the dance part. And then let the other parts just kind of be genuinely a lightness of being for the other attributes which you may be lacking that day. Don't think about that. That will psych you out. Psych yourself in to the thing you're awesome at. Okay? That's all I have to say about that subject. Lead with your strongest attribute appropriate to the job. Bye.